Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be shiny hunting all the Paradox Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. With that being said, let's get to it. So I'm going to start hunting the Paradox Pokemon in Violet first. The first shiny I'm going for is Iron Hands with a level 3 electric sandwich. You can find the recipes I use in the description below. And there we have our shiny Iron Hands. That took, what, 4.5 minutes. Now we can encounter it. That's asleep and its health's low. What ball do we use? I think Premier Ball. No. Right, I bet this is going to take a bit of time. Critical catch. Nice. There we go. Our first shiny Iron Hands. Let's see how many we'll get. So our sandwich just run out. We finished off with one shiny. Just going to do a nature check. And I'm guessing impish, and it is docile with a mark. The kindly mark, nice. Right, on to the next sandwich. Now I'm going to shiny hunt iron thorns with an electric level 3 sandwich. Not a shiny iron thorn, but that looks like a shiny Raichu. And it is. Right, what ball? Double P. Quick catch. Nice. Last one shiny. Hope you get the iron thorns next. And there's our shiny sliding down. Where's it going to stop? Let's save. Now, what ball to use? The dust ball. Critical catch. Nice. That's our first one caught. Right, let's try and get another one. And then we have another one. And there's our second iron thorns. Quickly save it. That was about 30 seconds after the last one. Let's try ball now. Hopefully it works. Right, try dust ball again. Critical catch, nice. That's our second one. Right, let's see if we can get any more. So our sandwiches run out. We ended up with 3 shinies. Going to do a nature check now. I'm guessing impish for all 3. And the first one is careful. The second one is brave. The third and final one is quiet. No marks. Right, on to the next sandwich. So now I'm shiny hunting iron threads with a level 3 steel sandwich. And here we have our first shiny, which has taken 2 minutes. Oh, what ball to use? I think the time the ball. Critical catch, nice. That's our first one caught. Right, and I'll carry on. And here's our second one. So 14 minutes into the sandwich. Should have spoiled there. Time the ball again. Critical catch. Nice. That's our second one caught. We've still got time in the sandwich to get another one. So our sandwich just run out. We finished on 2 shinies. Going to do a nature check now. I want to guess impish for both. And the first one is naughty with no mark. And the second one is adamant with no mark. Right, on to the next sandwich. So now I'm going to shiny hunt Iron Juggless with a level 3 dark sandwich. Here's our first shiny Iron Juggless, which has taken just over 3 minutes. What ball to use? Nothing really matches. Let's go luxury. No. Critical catch, nice. That's our first one caught. Plenty of time left on our sandwich to get another one. And here's our second one. What's that? 7 minutes into the sandwich. Catch, nice. That's our second one caught. Try and get another one now. Oh, no. There's two, so that was 3 on our screen. 2 more just like that. 3 more. Well, never had that before. stay in the ball. Really doesn't want to stay in the ball, does it? Wow. Catch, nice. That's our third one caught. Somewhere around here. And there's the fourth one. Quickly to the next potion. Oh, there's our fourth. Quick catch, nice. That's number 4 caught. We've still got 16.5 minutes. Let's get some more. Let's crack on. And there is our 5th orange of us. catch, nice. That is number 5 caught. That was, what, 20 minutes into the sandwich, roughly. Right, our sandwich just run out, and we ended up with 5 shinies. Now let's do a nature check. I'm just going to guess impish for all of them. But the first one is brave. Second one is modest. Third one is calm. Fourth is quirky. And the last one is mild. We've got no ribbons. Right, we're going to crack on with the next one now. So now I'm going to shiny hunt Iron Moth with a level 3 fire sandwich. And here we have our first shiny after a minute and a half roughly. What balls get it in? Big timer ball. Good catch, nice. That's our first shiny caught. Bit of time left in the sandwich to carry on. Get some more shinies. And here is our second shiny Iron Moth after well, nearly 6 minutes. Catch, nice. That's our second one caught. So the sandwich has just run out. We ended up with 2 shinies. Do a nature check now. I'm going to guess impish. And it's bold with a mark. The uncommon mark. Our next one, gets an impish again, and it's naughty. Right, and with that, I'm going to crack on to the next shiny hunt. Now I'm going to shiny hunt Iron Bundle with a level 3 ice sandwich. So here's our first shiny. Just over 2 minutes into the sandwich. Now what ball to put in? Get a dive ball, looks good. Critical catch, nice. That's our first one caught. Plenty of time left on the sandwich, so we should get another one. So here's our second shiny after 6 minutes. Critical catch, nice. That's our second one caught. Plenty of time left on the sandwich to get another one. And there's our third shiny after 12 minutes. Little catch, nice. That's our third shiny caught. Hopefully you get some more. And here's our fourth shiny. After what, 24 minutes? Catch, nice. That's our fourth shiny caught. Possibly get one more. And here's our 5th shiny. Check this in. Critical catch, nice. And that is our 5th shiny caught. Right, our sandwich just ran out and we ended on 5 shinies. So nature check now. I guess impish for all of them. First one is hasty. Second is quirky. Third is naughty. Fourth is jolly. And the 5th and final one is careful. And we've got 0 marks. Right, on to the next one. So now I'm going to shiny hunt Iron Valiant, which is the last paradox I need in Violet. I'm going to use a level 3 fairy sandwich. So here we have our first shiny Iron Valiant after, what's that, about 13 minutes. What ball to get it in? Bit of hill ball. Critical catch, nice. That's our first shiny caught. Right, still got time for more, so I'll crack on. So our sandwiches run out, and we finished off on one shiny. I'll do a nature check. I want to guess impish, and it's serious. Right, and now I'm off to Scarlet shiny hunting for the Paradoxes in there. So now I'm shiny hunting all the Paradox Pokemon in Scarlet. I'm going for Great Tusk first, and I'm going to use a level 3 fighting sandwich. And here we have our first shiny after what, 3.5 minutes. Shiny Great Tusk. Right, what ball to go for? I think this ball. Critical catch, nice. That's our first one caught. Still got time in the sandwich for more. I'm going to crack on. So here's our second one. What's that? 23.5 minutes into the sandwich. Catch, nice. That's our second one caught. Should have a few minutes left to try and get one more. So our sandwich has just run out and we finished on 2 shinies. I'm going to do a nature check now. I'm guessing the first one is Impish. And it's Bashful with a mark. The cloudy mark. I'm guessing the next one's Impish. And it is Relaxed with no mark. Nice. Now I'm going to crack on to the next hunt. Now I'm going to shiny hunt Screamtail. I'm going to use the level 3 Psychic Sandwich. And then we have our first shiny. What, just over a minute in. I think I'm going to use a heal ball. Quick catch, nice. There's our first shiny. Got plenty of time left on sandwich to get another one. And here is our second shiny. What, 11.5 minutes in. Good catch, nice. That's our second shiny colt. We've still got time to get more. So here we have our third shiny after 21 minutes. Not this one. Or this one. What's the one up here? This one. You can't see. Critical catch, nice. That's our third one caught. We've still got some time left on the sandwich, so we might get another one yet. And here's our fourth shiny after 25 minutes. Catch, nice. That's our fourth shiny caught. Got a few minutes left of the sandwich, so we still might get one more. Here's our fifth shiny. Our sandwich just run out. This will be the last one. Catch, nice. That's our fifth, I'm guessing, final one caught. What's this one round here? Yep, that's it. So our sandwiches run out. And we finished on 5 shinies. Just doing nature checks now. And I guess impish for all of them. So our first one is Naive. Second one is Naive as well. Third one is Bold. Fourth one is Hasty. And our fifth and final one is Hardy. And we've got no ribbons. Right, on to the next hunt. So now I'm going to shiny hunt Fluttermane with a level 3 ghost sandwich. And here we have our first shiny Fluttermane after 4.5 minutes. Now time to catch it. Let's just try a dust ball. Little catch, nice. That's our first one, cool. So we've got time on the sandwich, let's get more. Let's crack on. And here's our second one. What, 30 seconds after the last one. Catch, nice. There's our second one, cool. Hope you get more. And here's our third shiny. So 9 minutes into the sandwich. Catch, nice. And that's our third shiny, cool. Now my game's turned to daytime, the Fluttermane's disappeared. So now it just turns into a AFK hunt. There you go. There's shiny number 4. This one doesn't want to be caught. Catch, nice. So full shiny cool. We've got left 10 minutes left. Might go back to the AFK spot. So here's our 5th shiny of the sandwich. That was after what? Nearly 24 minutes. Critical catch, nice. That's our 5th shiny colt. Is there any more about? No. Right, go back to the AFK spot. So here is our 6th and 7th shiny. Let's catch these quickly. Got about 2 minutes left on the sandwich. Critical catch, nice. That is the 6th shiny colt. Where did number 7 go? Guessing number 7's despawned. So the sandwich is finished. We ended up on 6 shinies, but we could have possibly had 7, but that despawns. So let's do a nature check. I want to guess impish on all of them. The first one is serious with a mark, the uncommon mark. Second one is quiet with no mark. The third one is timid, no mark. The fourth one is docile, no mark. The fifth one is modest, no mark. And the 6th and final one is rash with no mark. Nice. Right, on to the next hunt. So now I'm going to shiny hunt Brute Bonnet with a level 3 dark sandwich. So here we have our first shiny. We have, what's that, taking 26 minutes. Right, what ball? Try dive ball. Oh, critical catch, nice. So that's our first shiny caught. Still got 2 minutes left, so still might get one more. So the sandwich has run out. We need up with one shiny. Let's do an H check. I'm guessing impish, and it is relaxed, and it's got a mark, the unsure mark. Nice. Right, on to the next hunt. So now we're going to shiny hunt Sliver Wing with a level 3 bug sandwich. So here's our first shiny after a minute and a half of sandwich. What ball to use on it? I think I'll go repeat ball. Cool catch, nice. So that's our first shiny caught. Got plenty of time to get another one. So here's our second shiny. Not what we're after, but I'll take it. Shiny Venomoth. thinking dive ball for this. Critical cash, nice. That's our second. That's our second shiny call. And that was after, what, about 8 minutes. So he's got loads of time left to get another one. And here's our third shiny of the sandwich. It's taken 14 minutes roughly. Catch this. Critical catch, nice. That's our third shiny of the sandwich caught. We've still got time to get more. So the sandwiches run out. We finished on 3 shinies. Just going to do a nature check. I'm guessing impish for all 3. And the first one's going to be naive, and it's got some mark. The unsure mark, nice. And the second one is modest with no mark. And the third and final one is careful with no mark. Right, now I'm going to crack on with the next hunt. So now I'm going to shiny hunt Sandy Shocks with a level 3 electric sandwich. So I seem to have forgotten to record. I've just done my second sandwich and I've ended up on 4 shinies. 2 Raichu and 2 Sandy Shocks. But I'll still do a nature check. I'm guessing impish on all of them. And the first one is relaxed with the ferocious mark. Nice. Second shiny is calm with no mark. The third one is sassy with a mark. Sleepy time mark. Nice. And the fourth and final one is lonely with no mark. Right, I'm going to crack on. I've got one more hunt to go. So I'm on to the last shiny hunt, which is Roaring Moon. I'm going to use a level 3 dragon type sandwich. So here's our first shiny of the sandwich. It's taken 22 minutes nearly. dust ball for this. Quick catch, nice. That's our first shiny of the sandwich caught. Well, we've got 6 minutes left, so hopefully we'll get a roaring moon. So here's our second shiny of the sandwich. Not what we're after, but I'll take it. Such a good shiny. Should really just done a quick ball. Critical catch, nice. So our second shiny of the sandwich. Look there, 30 seconds, might get one more. So the sandwich just run out, we finished on 2 shinies. We didn't get the roaring moon we were after, but we got these 2. So we'll do a nature check, and I'm guessing impish for both. And the first one is timid. And the second shiny is hardy, and it's got a mark, the sleepy time mark. Nice. Right, I want to crack on with another sandwich then. So here's our first shiny of the second sandwich. Dust ball. Cool catch. Nice. So our first one caught. We've still got 11 minutes left. Hope we get all of them. So the sandwiches run out, and we finished on 1 shiny. Do a nature check. I want to guess impish, and it is quiet with no mark. Right, on to the next sandwich. And here's our first shiny on the third sandwich. Okay, there goes our first shiny. Oh well. And here's our second shiny of the third sandwich. Hill ball. Cool catch, nice. Second one cool. What we left? 17 minutes. So here's our third shiny of the sandwich. Dust ball. Good catch, nice. That's number 3 cool. We've still got 6.5 minutes. Well, the sandwich just ran out and we finished on 3 shinies but only caught 2. So let's do a nature check on these. I'm guessing impish. It is impish, nice. And the second one is jolly. Right, on to the next sandwich. So we have our first shiny of the fourth sandwich. We are in, it's taken what, 25 minutes roughly. We finally got the roaring moon. That didn't sound good. So that's sandwich number 4 done. And we finished on 1 shiny. It was the shiny we needed. Do a nature check on it. I guess impish. And it is serious with a mark. Sleepy time mark. Nice. So I've got a confession to make. Roaring Moon didn't actually take 4 sandwiches. It took me 5. I forgot to record a sandwich, but I got these 4. I'll do a quick nature check on these. I'll guess impish on all of them. And the first one is bashful. Second one is quirky. Third one is sassy. And the fourth and final one is bold. None of them got marks. So yeah, Roaring Moon took me 5 sandwiches. But I have got another confession. I actually got it within 2 minutes of the first sandwich. But I forgot to push record. So I decided to hunt it while recording. And it took me 5 sandwiches. So here is the actual first one I caught, and I'm guessing impish for the nature, and it is lax. So yeah, I kind of done an extra 4 sandwiches for this. There you have it, every shiny Paradox Pokemon caught in Scarlet and Violet. In the end, I ended up with 38 Paradox shinies, 13 random shinies. I would have been done in 15 sandwiches, but it ended up taking 19 because I didn't press record when I got the first Roaring Moon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!